Greetings, YouTube. I definitely don't have a life. I mean, I pretend to, I attempt to. I don't have a life. But what I do have is the ability to hopefully get things right, even if it takes an extra day. I almost missed this. I would have missed this had my man, Chad Pool 76, not hit me up. And by the time I was in a position to do a video about this, these offers had come and gone, but the lesson of them certainly hasn't. And we haven't really seen this kind of imbalance of Tier 1 Alpha in many offers, if any, before today. And you know, I always try to keep track of every offer that comes into the game. I've built my channel on reviewing offers, giving grades, and trying to help you decide if it is worth your money, if it's worth your units. It's a very important thing to know when to restrain yourself from purchasing something in the Marvel Casino of Champions, because there is a real thing that happens when you buy up all the offers that addicts the brain the same way that you would a slot machine button or handle. And I get so frustrated when I see people in the comments who say, "Oh, Prof, you're being too dramatic. You can't be addicted to this. It's a mobile game." There's a reason why fake, free casinos make millions of dollars a year. An addiction is an addiction. It involves the brain. It involves dopamine. It's not about the vehicle. It's about the process of the stimulation that matters. And so in this case, we had the second tier offer, which was a pretty dang standard offer. 5 Tier 1 Alphas, 1 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Selector, 3 Tier 2 Alphas, and 300,000 gold for $30. It was not a great offer. It was not a terrible offer. It was just $10 per Tier 2 Alpha, a Tier 4 Class Catalyst Selector. Really, there should be 3 of those to match the 3 Tier 2 Alpha, the 5 Tier 1 Alpha, and the gold. Now, what's interesting to me is that I have heard from several of you that one of the resources that you run out of the most is Tier 1 Alpha, especially if you're taking up a 5-star, because you need so many Tier 1 Alpha, 15, 20 Tier 1 Alpha to take a 5-star up to max rank. And the crazy thing about that is that we still have a game that insists that you should be able to hoard more Tier 2 Alpha than Tier 1 Alpha, even though you don't need to start using Tier 2 Alpha until rank 4 and above, 5 stars, or ranking up any 6-star. So, let's say that you need Tier 1 Alpha and you're thinking about buying this offer, but it's $30. And you're like, my Tier 2 Alpha is going to go into the overflow, even though in this case it's not because you only have 4. But look at this. This is a prime example. He has 4 Tier 2 Alpha and 1 Tier 1 Alpha. He has still 4 times the amount of Tier 2 Alpha as Tier 1 Alpha. I wish I could say he's the only person who goes through that, but I hear from so many people every week, almost every day, depending on the offer, that they're in a similar situation. All right, $30 for 5 Tier 1 Alpha and, of course, others. Compare that to one of the lowest tiered, if not the lowest tiered offer from the same 24 hours. It is a level 41 summoner who can buy 4 Tier 1 Alpha. The Tier 4 Class Catalyst Fragment Selector seems to be, something you can just ignore. I like that. 4 Tier 1 Alpha for $2. Limit 5. So for $10, you can get 20 Tier 1 Alpha. That's crazy. Now, here's the thing. The old MCOC, before like the past 6 months to a year, would give the top progressions every offer available. So if you were, say, Cavalier, and the top progression was Cavalier, you'd not only see your Cavalier offer, you'd see the Uncollected, and you'd see the Proven. If Kabam had just done this with this summoner, they would have earned a lot more money because he actually needs the Tier 1 Alpha on his main account. You can see he's got 7 Tier 1 Alpha on this mini unit pool account and 1 on his main. Kabam could have made so much more money had they not done that new weird tradition of giving summoners only the progression level offer that they've earned. Instead of, maybe it's saving server space to not show all the offers. I don't know what it is. I can't imagine it's going to save that much space, because we see some special days like the latest romance Valentine's Day weekend offers, which have already been out of the game for a week, which also seems crazy. We've seen instances of that where they offer you 5, 6 offers, and on top of that, those are just the unit store offers, and you have a separate store within the unit store itself. That takes up a lot more space for 3 or 4 days. I don't know why Kabam chose to do it, but I actually think it's shooting themselves in the foot, because this was the best deal of the week. It was $2 for 4 Tier 1 Alpha. And yes, some of you watching this may not need them, but I think a lot of people, especially in the middle class of MCFC, could have used it and would have been happy to pay the max limit of 5 of those for $10 in order to get 20 Tier 1 Alpha. And yet, you only got it if you could see it. And if you could only see it, if you're toward the middle/bottom of the progression pool. So Kabam, cost yourself a lot of money. Learn from it. Give everybody the same offers again. And make your new CEO a lot more happy. It's just simple math.